A very good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. And now, before I tell you about today's topic, let's take up this quotation. A language is not just words, it is a culture, a tradition, a unification of community, a whole history that creates what a community is. It is all embodied in a language. So, language is not only a means of communication, but it is the basis of one's culture. It is it is our identity, and it binds the nation. So, I think it is imperative for each one of us to take pride in our language. Another important word that is related to this story is linguistic chauvinism. Linguistic means related to language, and chauvinism means a feeling of superiority. So, together, linguistic chauvinism means a belief that the language one speaks is superior in all terms to all other languages. Now, I think we have just learned two ideas. One is to have pride in one's language, and the another one is linguistic chauvinism, where a person takes this idea of having pride in one's language too far, where he starts thinking that his language is superior and the language of every other person on this earth is inferior. Now, this is the basic theme of the story that we are going to do today. We are going to begin with the last lesson, and this is written by Alphonse Daudet. We will just do the first part of the story today, and the subsequent parts we will do in some days later. Now, to begin with the story, let's first come to the background of the story, or the backdrop of the story. The last lesson is actually set in the year 1870. It was the time of Franco-Prussian War, when France was defeated by Prussia. Prussia is the present day Germany, and it also included parts of Poland and Russia. The French districts of Alsace and Lorraine had passed into the hands of Prussia, so they were enslaved by Prussians, and an order has come from Berlin that only German will be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. So, this is the backdrop of the story, and now let's see the main characters in the story. The first main character is Franz. He is a school-going boy. Second is Mr. M. Hamel. He is the French teacher in Alsace. And we also come across various villagers from the French district of Alsace. After the characters, let's begin with the story. Now, Franz started for school very late that morning. He was very late. He had this casual attitude. He did not want to attend the school, and there were various reasons why he did not want to attend the school. The first thing, or the first point, was that he was not prepared with participles, as his teacher had already told him that he is going to question him on participles, but he was not prepared with it. So he was scared of getting scolded. Second, he finds the day bright and sunny. He finds the day very pleasant, So he feels that it is better to stay outdoors than to attend the class. And then he also sees the birds twittering and the Prussian soldiers drilling. The sight is very tempting and attractive to Franz, and that is why he wants to play truant and he doesn't want to attend his class that very day. While he was going on his way, he noticed that a crowd has assembled at the bulletin board. Now, bulletin board was the only source of information for these people. So, all the information, all the news regarding the lost battles or the casualties came through the bulletin board. And as they had already lost, so Franz was quite confused that why there is why this crowd is swarming this bulletin board. What might be the reason? There is no news that can be there for us since we have already lost to the Prussians. And at that very moment, the blacksmith tells Franz not to hurry. He says that you have plenty of time and you will reach your school in time, so you do not need to hurry. When blacksmith said such a thing, Franz thought that he is actually poking fun of him. He is actually making fun of him. But Franz doesn't pay any attention and he straight away goes to his school. Now, when he was going to his school, he counted on commotion to get to his desk. He thought that, like every day, it is going to be a very active morning. A lot of commotion will be there, a lot of hustle and bustle would be there in the classroom. And in that time, he would be able to reach his desk without being noticed. He thought nobody will come to know that he has actually come in late inside the classroom. So Franz counted on the commotion. He thought that nobody would be able to see him. However, the things were quite contrary. He noticed unusual things that very day. The first thing that he noticed was everything was quite like a Sunday morning. It was just like a Sunday morning. It was very silent. No regular hustle and bustle was there in the school. No great commotion or activity. Everything was silent. And when Franz entered the classroom, he felt very embarrassed because he had come late to the classroom. Then he notices that his teacher, who is very strict and mostly scolds on such occasions, did not say anything either. He was unusually kind and he asked him to go and take his place. Then his teacher, M. Hamel, he was again in his ceremonial clothes. He was wearing his beautiful green coat, his frilled shirt, and embroidered black silk cap, which he used to wear on special days, on prize days or on inspection days. So this was the another unusual thing that Franz noticed. Now, another very shocking thing that Franz noticed was that the villagers were sitting on the back benches of the classroom. He saw that the former mayor, the former postmaster, old Hauser with his triangular cap, and some other village people occupied those back benches. Now, this was very shocking for Franz, and he was just very confused and shocked to see all these changes in his school. And he was wondering that what can be the reason why so many people have gathered in the school, why this morning is like a Sunday morning, unlike the usual mornings that he used to see in the school. So these points are very, very important, that what Franz noticed in the school that very day. And now we come to the questions for this part. The first question is, what was Franz expected to be prepared with for school that day? Guess what must have been written on the bulletin board. Third, what did Franz notice unusual about the school that day? And the fourth one, who were sitting on the back benches during the class? So these are the 4 questions based on the story that we have done today. And now these are your homework questions that you have to finish today. And in case you have any confusion, you can ask me in the WhatsApp group. Finish these questions, and then tomorrow we will continue this lesson. And till then, stay home, stay safe, and have a nice day. Thank you very much.